and we're going to talk about all the magical things present in life in this channel. So let's get started with today's topic, which is how to be a fairy. I mean, growing up, we have experienced many people wanted to be a fairy. Many girls wanted to be a fairy. That's why we see so much love with the cottagecore aesthetic nowadays, because people, when they were kids, they were in tune with their magical psychic abilities, and eventually they lost it because of conditioning, because of just growing up. But today we're gonna get our magical fairy like cottagecore dreams back, and how we can do that is what this video is about. So the number one step to getting your life to be more magical, be more mystical, be more fairy-like, how to be a fairy, is to wear clothes that make you feel like a fairy, to wear accessories that make you feel like a fairy. Like, I'm wearing this right here, this butterfly on my hair. This feels like, okay, I'm a Tinkerbell and a butterfly is sitting on my hair because I'm just so in tune with nature. So this is my fairy necklace, as you can see, and of course my very floral and pink dress also makes me feel like a fairy. So the more you find clothes that fit into your fairy aesthetic, the more you're gonna feel like a fairy. And it does not have to be always this flowery nature kind of thing. It can also be very grunge and like punk, because you know that Tinkerbell fairy in that purple dress, she's this kind of a femme fatale, a little bit of a villainous character, and because she is that, she's more punk and grunge with that purple thing. But also you can be very ice cold fairy, very of winter. You can just experiment with different aesthetics until you find your own fairy aesthetic. But I'm pretty sure most of the people who clicked on this video had like a very flowery sort of view of who a fairy is. So yes, you can incorporate more floral in your life, more dresses, jewelry that's more floral, resin flowers, that's a way to preserve flowers, more like insects as your jewelry, butterflies, beetles, bees, cicadas. These are, because most people think that being a fairy means that you have to, like, dressing like a fairy means that you have to buy expensive things to like look like a fairy. But no, because essentially what is a fairy? She lives in nature, she lives in harmony with nature. She takes natural things, she takes flowers and makes a crown out of it and wears it. So you can make flower crowns, you can make flower bands, you can make leaf necklaces. So you can use things that you find in nature and incorporate it with your accessories to just feel like more of a fairy. You can take feathers, but also incorporate more metal things with carvings on it. Metal things with carvings on it gives so fairy, because I don't know, it's just a fairy feeling. Like, it's just very vintage and like, I don't know, cool. So incorporate more metal, and that too more carved metal. Then second point is be more sustainable. Use material that is more sustainable. use fabrics that are more sustainable, use jewelry that's more sustainable, because being a fairy means you are the guardian of nature, and nature is a guardian of you. And hence, you take care of nature, it takes care of you. It's a symbiotic relationship. And hence, please be more sustainable so that you don't harm nature, nature doesn't harm you. You are more in tune with nature, you're more in tune with the spirits of the nature, with the goddesses of nature. Which brings me to my third point. Leave offerings in nature. So you're going out for a walk. Okay, let's start with this. Third point is to be more in nature. Take more walks in nature. Go to parks, go to a bit off the grid areas with like beautiful trees, beautiful flowers. Plant more flowers, plant more trees, plant more fruits. And when you go to those areas, just sit and be slow and be calm and absorb the nature there, absorb the vibes there. Because most often in these, everything has a sort of spiritual energy, a sort of spirit inside it. I mean, even if you don't believe it, you must believe in energy, right? Energy, vibration, that is all scientific things. So everything has a vibration. But since you're taking it a more mystical approach, let's go with spirits. Everything has a spirit. So the tree has a spirit, the insects in nature has a spirit, the flowers on a tree have a spirit. And those spirits, when you slow down and you breathe and you relax and you calm down, these spirits are going to be more sensible to you. Like, you're gonna sense the spirits more, you're gonna feel them more, you're gonna, maybe if you just practice that a lot, you might be able to communicate with them. And you don't even have to believe in spirits. Like, when you are in nature and you just see a beautiful flower and you just look at it, admire it, smell it, you just feel this vibration, you just feel a connection with it. And that is all we're talking about, a connection with the nature, a connection with the spirit of the nature, a connection with the divine feminine energy. Do that with everything, with the flowers, with the trees, with the bark of the tree, with the insects you see. Even if you see an ant, slow down and admire its beauty. Admire the work that it does. Admire the time that it took for God to create that ant, that insect. And that's how you become more connected with nature. The more connected you are, the better you feel about yourself, about your surroundings, and that's how you feel the fairies. And obviously the fairies are always in nature, with the flowers, with the fruits, on trees, in nests. So you might not be able to see them, but you might be able to feel them, feel the fairy-like vibe. And when you feel it, you might become one, because that is what fairies do, right? Connect with nature. So, which brings me to my next point, and that is that leave offerings for nature and its spirits. Like, if you're going to a park, bring a gift for the tree, for the trees, or a particular tree. Maybe you formed a better connection with a certain tree. Make friends with the trees, make friends with the flowers. And someday you bring a gift for a certain tree, another day for a certain flower. The gifts could be like, make sure it's sustainable and biodegradable. Like, don't be bringing it a polyester and plastic things. Bring it things like a stone that you found and you quite like. It's very unique, it's beautiful. Or bring a crystal. You find very little pieces of crystals online. It's called something, I crystal chips. You can leave one chip for a tray, or leave it maybe something you made with wood, or with leaves, or with flowers, or bring it a fruit or something of that sort. Bring to it. Maybe you're an artist and like you created something. Maybe write a poem for it and like fold the paper and put it in the bury it in the soil or something like that. That is going to please nature, and it's like a symbol of respect, and then it will also respect you. Which brings me to my next point: forage. Going out to like take some herbs or flowers or this and that from nature. And why I put the previous point first was, whenever you take something you give, and that's why it's so important to always bring an offering, a gift, because you're taking something, you leave something. So what you can take, and don't take too much, always ask permission of the flower. Relax, breathe, and ask, please can I take? I'm sorry if I give you any pain, but let me take some part of you, and in the offering I respectfully give you this. So you take flowers, and maybe you keep it in your home as a bouquet. Maybe you take some herbs for or spells if you practice, or maybe you take some flowers or herbs for teas that you're gonna make, or maybe some art that you are gonna create, maybe cosmetics that you are gonna create. Which brings me to the next point: have more food that the fairies would have. Like fruits and fruit juices. Try to like experiment with your food and make it more colorful, but without using the nasty food colors. Use more natural food colors. Like there's this flower, butterfly blue pea flower, which makes everything very blue. Like your rice are blue, your cakes can be blue, and if you add lemon to it, it will make it purple. Imagine having purple rice and beetroot on side, so like purple and pink and a bit of cilantro to make it green. It's very fairy. It's very flower. It's very pretty. Like that. Even your fruit is pretty and well thought of. And also like drink teas, herb teas, which are very, very good for you. Do not drink caffeine. Do not drink. Drink whatever you want, but like it's not good for your health. So drink more herbal teas. Lemongrass, lemon balm, hibiscus, butterfly pea flower, mugwort. Mugwort gives you lucid dreams. So chamomile, which tastes a bit like apple, mint, and you can forage all of these things and then make your teas. Which also brings me to the next point: always be creative. Keep creating something new. Fairies are creative to create something, and you should create, whether it's poetry, embroidery, have some artistic flair to you. I know a lot of people would think, oh no, I'm not an artist, I could never do art, I can never paint, I cannot sing. You don't have to do like these popular sort of arts. You just have to create, and you can create anything. You can create a joke. You can create, you can just like, when you slow down, when you're not always on your phone, when you're more conscious, more present with your surroundings, you just have this urge to create. Maybe you'll be looking at the clouds and a beautiful sentence will come to your mind, or maybe a wish will come to your mind. What if I was on the clouds, passing by, looking down at the whole world, and time slows down and the sun rays are filtering through me. So you can create anything. It does not have to be like a painting or a song or a poem. You just create anything, no matter how silly it is, no matter how childish it is, because fairies are so closely associated with children because when you're more childlike, when you're more playful, when you're more flirtatious, when you're more adventurous with your life, that is where the fairies come. That is the peak fairy energy. You know, fairies like to play, you know, fairies like to be naughty and like childlike and not care what anybody thinks. So you have to be embodying that energy to connect with the fairies and be a fairy. Also cosmetics. You can create cosmetics with flowers. Like take some rose powder, like I don't know, mix it with oil or something and you can blush. You know? Or get a lipstick. So create something. Cosmetics maybe. Use natural cosmetics. Use chemicals. Use more glitter, but like natural. Glitter, I guess, isn't mica, but then mica is also kind of controversial. So, I mean, I don't know. I'll research on some natural glitter and tell you. Look at the stars at night. Be a night fairy sometimes. I know fairies sleep at night, but like, watch more fairy content. You know? And you're like, I'm adult, I don't want to watch. And I'm like, nothing matters. You know, I've been caring about this adult so much. I've been adulting so much, but like, does any of it matter? When I've lost my spark, when I've lost my play, when I've lost my soul, it doesn't. So, how can I make my spark come back? How can I make my soul come back? And that is how you make your soul come back. By being more childish. I know childish word has a negative connotation, and people say childlike is a better word, but I would not say that. Be childish. Be childlike. And you might connect with the fairies, and you might be one. So, I think this is where we're gonna conclude the video, because I mean, I had a lot on my mind when I was thinking of this video, but maybe not everything got through, so we will create a part 2 and we can make more of these archetypes. How to be a mermaid, how to be a witch, how to be a goddess, how to be whatever you want to be, because you can be. You want to watch this boring childish stuff, but no, I think, you know, the content made for children is one of the most enlightening content. Like, it will have some words, some lines in it that will just strike you, and you'd be like, oh, I've been living the wrong life. You know, this content will make you just slow down and look at your life and make you question what you're doing with your life and whether you really want it. It will help you be more courageous, more adventurous. You know, whenever I watch an animated movie, I come out enlightened, because you can be anything you want to be, Barbie. So yeah, that's what this video was about. Please comment down what you think, and if you want more videos, and if you liked it, and your thoughts on it, and like it, and share it, and subscribe for more of this content. Love you.